The Arctic is becoming the next theatre of intense geopolitical friction, and Russia wants India to partner its ambitions to dominate this resource-rich region. Russia has come forward to support India's shipbuilding ambitions. Both the countries are closer to jointly building Arctic-class ships. Russia's first Deputy Prime Minister Denis Manturov expressed optimism, stating the organization of joint production of Arctic-class vessels could become a promising area of cooperation. The initiative involves building cutting-edge vessels capable of navigating 2 to 3 meters thick ice on the Northern Sea Route, or the NSR, while supporting cargo, energy transport, and any kind of polar operations. The discussion was first started in July 2024 when Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi had visited Moscow. Later that same year, in October 2024, a bilateral meeting was organized where a Russian working group led by Rosatom and Rajesh Kumar Sinha, Additional Secretary of India's Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, had brief talks concerning potential construction of specialized vessels at Indian shipyards like the Goa shipyard, along with technology transfer for Arctic operations. Now, that meeting focused on India-Russia cargo transit route, joint projects for Arctic shipbuilding and training, for Indian sailors for polar navigation. A memorandum of understanding between both the governments was drafted, which mentioned development of cooperation in cargo shipping in the waters of the Northern Sea Route, unquote. India's share in global shipbuilding today is less than 1%, which is shocking for the 7th largest nation on Earth, which borders some of the most vital shipping lanes on the planet. But that's now all about to change under the Modi government. The Indian government is actively investing in the maritime sector. In September, 69,725 crore rupee package was allotted to support shipbuilding and maritime infrastructure in this country by the Union Cabinet. The package included a revamped 24,736 crore rupee shipbuilding finance assistance scheme, as well as 25,000 crore rupee maritime development fund and nearly 20,000 crore rupees for developing shipbuilding clusters. Now, the shipbuilding industry in India is growing massively as it is valued around $1.2 billion in 2024 and is expected to jump to $8 billion by 2033, with a 60% CAGR forecasted to be driven by domestic demand as well as opportunities worth over $237 billion by 2047. Certain key initiatives have been introduced by the government, such as Maritime India Vision 2030, which targets India to get a top 10 status by the year 2030, and Amrit Kal Vision 2047 that emphasizes on achieving top 5 shipbuilding status by the year 2047. Currently, India is not even in the top 15, a list dominated by China, South Korea, Japan, the Philippines, and Italy, which make up the global top 5. The Indian government initiative is backed by Shipbuilding Financial Assistance Policy 2.0 and 69,725 crore rupee invested in reforms. Simultaneously, 8 integrated shipbuilding frameworks have been finalized that deal with new facilities with skill centers that promote multiple fields, which includes FDI in design, repairs, and green technology. Apart from this, programs like Sagarmala, Make in India, and Chintan Shivir 2025 are other government moves that focuses on modernizing shipbuilding as well as Indian Navy, AI automation, and manufacturing sustainable vessels like LNG-powered ships. Now, India has pledged an aim to secure 1,000 commercial shipping vessels over the next decade as part of a national push to strengthen the maritime trade sector and end dependence on foreign cargo ships to save costs as well as improve efficiency, making India more competitive. Meanwhile, India and Russia have also agreed to move forward with the $2 billion deal for the Indian Navy to lease a Russian nuclear-powered attack submarine. The 10-year, $2 billion lease was first agreed in 2019 but has seen numerous delays. Meanwhile, India is going to commission its own third indigenous nuclear-powered submarine INS Aridaman next year. Navy Chief Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi confirmed that the SSBN is in the final stages of trials and will be commissioned soon. Meanwhile, India and Russia continue to boost their partnership in the defense sector. Progress is being made for India to secure 5 additional batteries of the S-400 air defense system, as well as joint production of the S-500 air defense system, which can shoot down hypersonic missiles above Mach 5, as well as shoot down low-orbit enemy communication and surveillance satellites. Russia is also pushing for the co-manufacturing of the Sukhoi 57 stealth fighter jets in India, not just for the Indian Air Force, but possibly for sales in the international market. But the real takeaway from President Putin's visit to India is that Bharat will continue to stand by its time-trusted ally Russia and not bow down to Western preaching or Western propaganda. What do you believe? Does Russia remain India's most trusted ally? Leave a comment with your opinion, hit the like button and subscribe to InConnect News.